Lahore haters, where are you now? Islamabad United, Quetta Gladiators, Peshawar Zalmi, where are you right now? Lahore Qalandars are the HBL PSL winners, their third title in 4 years. 4 years ago, Lahore Qalandars were giving their best Spurs impression, being joked at for having no trophies, but now they have the most joint trophies in PSL all time. Jokes aside, that final was absolute cinema. Yeah, absolute cinema, pendulum type stuff. Box office, 1 minute down, next minute up. Pakistan cricket at its best. If you want to see a T20 final at this calibre, PSL finals are the one. In the last 3 finals, 3 last ball thrillers, and today it was Lahore Qalandars versus the Quetta Gladiators, and Lahore Qalandars deservingly so win the PSL, claiming their third title. Today we're going to go through a full PSL review of all the teams, but before we get into this, please smash a like in this video, comment down what I should do next, and subscribe on my YouTube channel at Afghan Cricket Zone. Sikandar Raza, yesterday he was playing against England in a test match, had a dinner in Birmingham, had a flight to Dubai, had his lunch in Dubai, landed in Pakistan 10 minutes before toss. He arrived at the stadium, and the passion the guy has to play for a final, he should be saying, oh, I cannot play, I need to rest because I've played an agonizingly long test match for my country, I was on national duty. But no, picks up an important wicket, and a clutch player, a T20 specialist, hitting Amir for 4 and a 6, 10 off 2 to swing the game back to Lahore Qalandars, and 8 off 3, tensest moment, smashes it over for 6, and then a 4 to finish the game. This age, the consistency the guy has is absolutely insane, and I love Raza as a player. He done it in the ILT20, he done it in the PSL, and guess who's on the receiving end of those? Mohammad Amir. Congrats to Lahore Qalandars, they really do deserve it. The squad was balanced. I didn't see anything that was lacking. Probably a better middle order batsman, because Rajapaksha was very struggling yesterday, but he was a replacement player, so not really too much to talk about. But let's get on to the team reviews. At the bottom of the table, a ghost of themselves, Multan Sultan, a team that always made the knockout. The runners-up of last year's PSL lacked short. They lacked short. The team wasn't that good. The bowling was awful. The batting depended on 2 players. Mohammad Rizwan was trying to carry that team. A team cannot be good enough when you're dependent on 2 to 3 players consistently, and they had a horrific, shocking, disappointment, devastating, I'm running out of adjectives here to describe the season, but it was shocking, horrific. At 5 was Peshawar Zalmi. I was quite surprised actually. A talented squad with the likes of Saim Ayub, Mohammad Harris, and they started not good into the PSL. They grew their tournament a little bit but lost their way, kept on losing wickets at regular intervals, and the bowling, you know, is not a bowling side you'll see in a knockout phase of a tournament. Overall, the campaign was a 6 out of 10. I expected them to make the knockouts, the playoffs, but I'm surprised they made it 5th. At 4, the winners of this PSL, Lahore Qalandars. Shockingly enough, they made 4th. From the top, Fakhar Zaman, Abdullah Shafiq with the runs. The middle order was good with the experience of Sikandar Raza. They had Sam Billings for a bit of time. Kusal Pereira, the Sri Lankan experience into the side, really did the job, and the paces, the likes of Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shah Afridi, spinners, Rishad Hussain comes in instead of Rashid Khan. Usually beautiful balanced squad, and compared to last season they had a shocking campaign and they delivered. So congrats again to Lahore Qalandars. Their campaign, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. At 3 were the Karachi Kings. Decent campaign, very good actually. I expected them to not make it to the playoffs, but in the draft they got the experienced players, the likes of David Warner, James Vince and Mohammad Nabi. Khushdul Shah had an exceptional campaign, both a bat and ball and as a finishing role for the side. The middle order was, you know, hit or miss at times. Mohamed Nabi and Khushrul Shah were the finishers, but the only thing they lacked was the big name players in the bowling unit. For example, you have Amir Jamal, Abbas Afridi, Mohamed Nabi, Khushrul Shah and Hamza Mir. You don't really expect them to be, match winners, but Abbas Afridi had a good campaign. Overall, Karachi a 7 out of 10. At 2 were the Islamabad United, the juggernaut of a team in the first 5 games, thrashing everyone left, right and centre. A batting side that had batting until number 11, but they completely lost their way after the first 5 games. Islamabad United, they played very well the first 5 games, but they lost their way, lost their heads a bit, Naseem Shah internationally being an absolute flop recent times coming, and in the PSL consistently hitting the 50 mark, not in the batting purpose but for the bowling purposes instead. I expected them to win the PSL at first. When I saw the PSL table, I saw Islamabad 5 out of 5, net run rate was pretty good, but they lost their way. Overall, the campaign, because of the bottling, I'm going to give them a 6.5 out of 10. And at 1 were the Quetta Gladiators. The redemption arc was absolute insane. First few games they were at the bottom of the pile, but Viv Richards, the coach of the Quetta Gladiators, the passion the guy has, had faith in them. Hassan Nawaz, Rahim Ashraf, Mohammad Amir, all of the big players, they stepped up for the occasion. The redemption was very good. They were written out before, but they made it, and they just lacked, narrowly came second, the runners up. But their campaign was a treat to watch, especially I think after that Karachi match where they defended 60 of 60. Abrar Ahmed, a good talented leg spinner for Pakistan. They need to invest in him more. Sad for Viv Richards and his team, but a dazzling campaign from the Gladiators. I give them a 8.5 out of 10. And now it's time for the team of the season for the PSL, and let's start it off. So the top order batsman, of course, it will be Fakhar Zaman, 37 average, blitz, who'll get you the runs. And another opener, the emerging Pakistan batsman Sahib Zara Farhan. He was the player who was giving the runs for the Islamabad United team. Consistent, classy, excellent. So he makes the number 2 spot for the team of the season. At 3 was Abdullah Shafiq. Consistency, pure class, touch, timing, perfection, Kitabi player as people call him. He was a backbone of this Lahore Qalandars batting unit, and he was perfect. Very good. He comes in at number 3. At number 4 was Quetta Gladiator batsman Hassan Nawaz. A blistering knock in a final against Lahore Qalandars, 70-80 runs odd, and he was consistent throughout. A decent strike rate, hitting it all around the park. He is my number 4. At 5, we need the wicketkeeper. Even though his team had a disastrous campaign, it's going to be Mohammad Rizwan, T20 Bradman specialist. Consistently getting runs, but it wasn't kind of his fault. His team around him wasn't doing that great, and I needed the wicketkeeper for this team, so Mohammad Rizwan. In at 6 is Sikandar Raza. The consistency, the all-round ability, the batting, the finishing, the fielding, the bowling, perfect all-rounder. He's my MVP player of the season just because of what he did for the finals. Perfect player, I love him. Sikandar Raza comes in at 6, ability to give you off-spin as well. In at 7, someone from the Karachi Kings, a player who was often trolled for his performances in the past, is Khushrul Shah, finisher for the Karachi Kings. Did well with the ball, had a good role with the Karachi Kings, a decent campaign with them, and he comes in at number 7. In at 8, the highest wicket taker of the tournament goes to Shaheen Shah Afridi, clutch player, perfect with the new ball, and he is the number 8, 19 wickets, Shaheen Shah Afridi. Next is Haris Rauf. At times he was a bit expensive, but then the reason why he's in the side is because of his strike rate. 17 wickets, not too bad. He was perfect for the Lahore Qalandars. You needed those two experienced campaigners to step up for the occasion, and Harris Rauf and Shaheen Shah both did. Next we have Abrar Ahmed. I needed a spinner and he was perfect for this side. Quetta Gladiators utilised him very well after the power play. Even when they were at the bottom of the table, he rose up and picked up wickets at regular intervals. Economy was insane, especially on the surfaces that he had to bowl on. A talented leg spinner. Pakistan need to search more like him. So Abrar Ahmed at number 10. At number 11, Hassan Ali. Karachi Kings were heavily dependent on him. Got 17 wickets. He was good in the bat as well, you know, finishing important games. He is the number 11 for this team in the season squad. That's it for today's video. Hope you like, smash a like on this video and comment down what video I should do next. And once again, Lahore Qalandars are the HBL PSL winners. 3 in 4 years. We're coming for the 4th one. Take care, guys.